No one heard anything.
God.
Right. Sorry about that, everyone. We've had around about 10 minutes of nothing. As Dan set to 30.9.
Oh, for the love of God, you forgot to turn your sound back on, didn't you?
Yeah, I forgot about that.
Well, I can only apologise for the idiocy of my counterpart tonight. But we were saying not too long before he realised that his sound was switched off that for the first time ever, I think we actually had everybody out on track. There is 3 that have now gone back into the pits, but we actually had 20 cars out on track for the first time. So that was quite interesting.
Let's run down the top 10. We got Dan with a 30.9 up top, Paranoid with a 31 dead.
Actually.
31 dead from Paranoid, 31 dead from Sedluck, 31-1 off Kieran, 31-1 off Jack Slater, 31-5 off of Matthias, 31-5 off Schnitzy, 31-7 off Bachman Do, 32-6 off GJ Botha, a 33-2 off Saki, 37-3 off of Teabag, and a 205.9 from Midget Magic.
Right, so there was 2 things I was going to say there. One, the top 3 are only separated by 43 thousandths of a second. That is very, very close.
Don't you mean 53 thousandths?
No.
No.
43.
Oh, yeah. My maths is off.
Also, we had 3 comments. The one that you tried talking back to earlier and saying hi to, and they obviously never heard you because the sound was switched off.
Yeah.
Then Anthony Hudson says no Championship 1 stream tonight with a question mark, so I don't know if there's something going on with Championship 1 there. And Chloe says hello again with a laughing face because she's mocking your stupidity.
Oh, Chloe, I'm sorry. Yeah, there is no stream for LSC1.
I don't know why. There normally is. I don't know what's happening with Championship 1 because I'm usually so interested in what's going on with Championship 2. I don't really have time for Championship 1. So
as Teabag sets a 32-1. Very nice off Teabag there. That's how like Jack Slater is doing.
I know Teabag was saying he's not had the time to get in much in the way of practice. He's got a little bit in tonight and he thought he was going to be getting maybe a disqualification before the end of Q1. So
actually
to be just on the verge of the top 10 there is quite well done from there from Teabag.
Talking of disqualification, let's have a look at the incidents. Let's have a look what penalties and everything's come out.
For a second there I thought you meant what had already happened so far today. I was
no.
about to say there shouldn't be anything.
Highlander is out.
Highlander's out? So he is. Don't know what's gone on there. Maybe,
okay, I'll just run on board with... Oh, Midget Magic is out too! The 2 McLarens! I've caught that on stream! Is at the same exact place as well.
Where's...
Sweeping right-hander after the straight in sector 3.
I was that sweeping right-hander that I spoke about before. Not that anyone would have heard it because of you, but I was saying about how that sweeping right-hander takes some serious precision because you either run too tight and corner cut or you overdo it and end up off the track. So
Jack Slater's got a 10-second time penalty.
Yep. He's on with us.
Mayspin has 10-second time penalties. No, it is for this race. If I believe, Chloe, could you let me know if that is for last week or this week?
I thought it was for last week. It would have been added to last week's race time. So all we'd be really looking for this week would be qualifying bans.
Joseph
or,
has got a 10-second time penalty also.
Yeah, like I said, I think they were for last week. I think what we're looking for is any qualifying bans, which by the sound of it, we don't have any.
No qualifying bans or anything, so we are free to go.
Well, apart from the 2 McLarens, which are currently out, so...
Yeah. That is the only...
For Midget Magic, though, they did actually set a time, so...
Yeah, which is quite a fast one for...
Yeah, 31 dead. Unfortunately, that would be around about... Ooh,
that would have been 4th, yeah.
That would have been fourth, yeah. Because that's only another 35,000.
Let's have a look how Mayspin's doing as he's just coming around the last corner. Dan to win this from Adam. So far for Q1-2, it says rain and dry race. So it is going to be a bit of a wet one, really. 31-7 from Mayspin.
And yeah, Adam's got Dan to win again.
Let's have a look how Matey Boy 1's doing. Oh, I just realised we have got the white Red Bull.
Yes, we do, and they actually look much nicer than the regular blue ones.
Oh, I forgot that was added in the recent update.
Yes, it was.
I'll tell you what, that is beautiful. Scotty 15, a 130.5. 2/10 clear off of Dan.
So, if you look at the timing board right now, as it stands, Midget Magic would still be through. However, they may still get dropped out because of the accident. But people are setting slower times than Midget Magic, meaning they're actually below them. So some of these aren't safe on the times they've set so far.
Matey Boy sets a 32.3. Let's have a look at GJ Bother's doing. He is 4/10 up, which would put him in between Teabag and Matey Boy. If he can stick it.
Raphael and see how he's getting on. So he's just about to start his flying lap, Raphael.
As Bother comes around the last corner.
The Alpine sounded like it was being choked out until he got on the straight, and then it sounded okay again.
And he sets a 31.9, which puts him into 12th, which keeps Midget Magic in that 15th spot. I'm gonna jump upward with J-Doy at 23.1 in the first sector.
That's not a bad time, mate. It's about 6/10 down on where
as he invalidates out of the chicane in sector 2.
I actually missed what Raphael put in for sector 1 because I was responding to what you just said, but we'll see how he gets on for sector 2.
Yeah, I'm actually on board with Raphael as well.
Yeah, he's just coming around the corners.
Tier 1's stream isn't on YouTube, it's on Twitch. 51.8 for Raphael.
So for those who want to watch Championship 1, you would be having to look on Twitch for that.
Which would, you would find it under, if you just give me...
Ooh, Avalanche is out.
Oh, would he lose it? Or was that in the pits?
It may be in the pits. We've got a sector 3 yellow flag, so
yeah, so that was in the pits.
May have just retired.
Rear end steps out for Raphael in the last corner. And it's a 32.8. So at the minute, Midget Magic is still through to Q1. Let's have a look how Joseph's doing. Yeah, that would...
Because they crashed out, it may still drop them out as 15th place anyway, and they may not get to take part. We have seen that happen before.
Yeah.
So we may only have 14 Q2 at this rate.
With C1, you are going onto Twitch and searching Tom_Carnes22. As Joseph comes around turn 12, is it? I believe that is turn 12.
We really should. Sorry, I was yawning then. We really should know what turns off this track.
Yeah.
We've not done our
research
this week. It's terrible.
Right. Okay. I've got it up. And yes, it was turn 12.
Congratulations, you pulled it right.
And Joseph sets a 31.5, which still keeps Midget Magic 15th.
I was close as well with that that sweeping right-hander that I was talking about. That was actually turn 10. I said 11. I was close.
Yeah. J-Doy a 42.8. As not many drivers are out on track.
No, they're not. With 2 minutes to go as well, if anyone was wanting to try and improve their times, now would be the time to do it.
Yeah, T-Bag, a 23-1 out of turn, going into turn 6 at the end of sector 1.
Yeah, I mean, now would be the time to get out, because one, there's not a lot of cars on track, and two, you're running very, very short of time to set another fast lap if you don't get out now. Like,
it's a 51-1 for T-Bag, 33 thousandths off his personal best.
I'm actually still on board with Raphael as well.
As he comes around turn 11.
And there's no way he's improving. He's 3 seconds down on himself. So J-Doy has invalidated, so he may get one more shot at a better time. That's not a great
T-Bag set
42.8.
a 32 flat.
That's a good time. It may not quite be enough. GJ Bother is out as well, I've just noticed.
Yeah, he did that in the pits. As I'm on board with Matey Boy, who is 3/10 up, 3/10 down.
DRSF1 is also out. Raphael 1 is out.
Yeah, they're all retiring in the pits because they don't have enough time.
Raphael
and to turn 8 goes Matey Boy. Why has Kieran just sent me a friend request on Facebook?
I don't know.
As he sets a 51.4, he's a 10th off his personal best. As he comes up to turn 11.
J-Doy will be out of the session. He's invalidated his lap and he has not got enough time to start another.
Nah.
So
it comes around 17.
Just about to take the flag here as well.
No, 13, sorry, not 17.
Yeah. So it flags out.
And he sets a 31.9, which puts him 14th.
Yep.
So well done for Matey Boy there.
And T-Bag comes back into the pits as well, so we will be losing Highlander, J-Doy, Raphael 1, DRSF 1, T-Bag, and possibly Midget Magic as well, because they crashed out of the session.
Yeah, we've lost Midget Magic as well.
Not too sure.
Hang on, J-Doy's setting a lap.
That's what I was just going to say. This says J-Doy's on a lap. But
yeah.
I saw the timer count. According to this, he hasn't taken the checkered flag. However, the last person I saw to go through just as the time timed out was Matey Boy.
Yeah.
As he came out of the last turn, there was 2 seconds left on the clock.
J-Doy's in low fuel mode as well.
That's really weird. Those two should have both taken the checkered flag. I mean, neither one's going to set a time. I mean, J-Doy's in low fuel and Matey Boy's almost
9 seconds down, yeah.
So neither one's going to set another time, but it's just strange that it's allowed them through after the time ran down. Strange.
That is strange.
Must be another game bug.
As Matey Boy almost loses his car.
Joseph almost had a bit of a wobble there as well. Out of turn 12 and 13, I think it was.
Matey Boy's going to take the checkered flag.
Joseph, I think improved slightly, but he's 10th. So we know who we're losing.
Yeah, J-Doy's in low fuel mode. And that's who we're waiting on.
Yeah.
Yeah, as you've said, we are losing the Highlander, J-Doy, Raphael 1, Saki, T-Bag, Midget Magic. For Q1. Now Q2 is where we'll see what tyre strategies people are on. Whether they want to go soft, medium, soft, or medium, soft, soft, because it is a 2-stop round France.
So, just really quickly for those as well, if they are in the Discord, the link to the Championship 1 stream on Twitch is actually on the Discord anyway. But
Yes.
not, unfortunately, they can only do it the way you suggested, which was to look up Tom_Cairns 22 on Twitch. So, I was just having a quick look to see if it was on there whilst we were waiting for J-Doy to re-enter the pits.
Right, and as we go into Q2, it is Scotty 15 with the best time with a 30.5. Dan in second with a 30.7, 2/10 off of Scotty's time. Then there's Paranoid, who is 3/10 off of Dan with a 31 flat. Sedaluk with a 31 flat. Mayspin with a 31 flat. And then Avalak with a 31.1, Kieran with a 31.1, Jack Slater with a 31.1, Barkman Do with a 31.2, that rhymed, Joseph with a 31.3, Matthias with a 31.5, Schnitzy a 31.5, 31.9 for JJ Bother, and I couldn't get Matey Boy's time. I believe it was a 31.9.
It was a 1:31.9.
Aha!
I saw it on the stream just before it timed out on the stream as well. So we are on 14 then. As we said, we lost Midget Magic.
Yeah,
as well.
and it is raining. As Teabag said.
On my screen it does look overcast, but I can't see any rain.
It is raining. It is raining.
It should be interesting then.
Yeah. But I believe it is going to be drying up.
Well, currently people are still on softs and mediums, so no sign of inters yet.
I think we're just waiting for people to come out. Oh! It is soft medium.
Yeah, I'm going to say I've just seen Dan switch to medium, so people are coming out on them.
And it is the Haas of the Mayspin. Or, as
I'm
Chloe's...
not a fan of this new release thing, where you just get released straight away.
No, you have to wait. You have to wait.
No, the reason I say that is I've just watched Paranoid drop in between two cars.
Yeah, that's the unsafe pit release. Yeah, by the looks of things, it is okay for the medium and soft. It is okay for slicks.
Yeah.
Because Mayspin's doing completely fine.
Well, as I'm looking at it now, the guys were just coming through turn 1 and 2, I think it was.
Yeah.
And there was definitely rain there. There was a big patch where there was rain.
Oh, Mayspin's lost it. And he's lost his front right end plate.
Yeah, that's not going to help downforce, not in these conditions.
Not at all. So it is GJ Bother leading us as he comes into turn 11.
Very, very wet through 11.
It is, isn't it?
It's like 10 and 11.
You're going to be losing it a little bit there.
This is beginning to look like it's about ready for getting those
The inters on. Yeah.
But then again, saying that, I mean, it depends how
Set a lap
much heat
on
in the tyres.
Set a lap on the slicks just to see what track's like, really. Is the best option, as Bother is
again,
still on an
everybody's
outlap, apparently.
On an outlap, right.
There it is. I forgot how far down.
I had the same problem earlier. I thought Sedaluk was going to set like a 29.5 or something, but the start finish line is so much further down that straight than you realise.
Yeah.
But I think it's because we're used to them being just out of the end of the first out of the last turn, you kind of the start-finish line's almost been right on top of us.
Yeah,
for the last
Bother
couple of
set a, I think it was a 25-4, somewhere around that mark in the first sector. Let's see how he does at 7 and 8.
Just looking at Matey Boy, see how he's getting on for it.
Oh, Bachman Dew's out. Turn 2.
2. Yeah, this
DRS disabled. It is.
Disabled. Yeah,
it is into time.
For Inters, then, yeah. If DRS gets disabled, that is definitely time to take those slicks off.
Yeah, 100%.
Sometimes it's actually time to come off those slicks a little before they take DRS off, as I proved in my last race. I should have taken off my slicks a little bit sooner than I did.
I should have taken my slicks off before I did at Austria. But, oh, we've got a spin. At coming out of turn 10 into 11.
Ooh.
And then someone out of turn 11.
Oh, this is not going well for those people on those slicks.
No, as Bother is setting.
Time-wise, I'm just on board with Matthias, and he's struggling out of the last turn.
Yeah, 1:47.3. It is definitely into time as Jack Slater.
1:44.9 for Matthias, so
a 43.9 off Paranoid.
To be fair, he's on softs. The other guys are on medium, so those mediums would be slower anyway.
It would be better to start off on a slick. Well, would be better to set a time on a slick.
I just don't think the track's got it anymore. Not in terms of time setting on slicks now.
No, but it would be better to start to get a time on slick.
Yeah, Matey Boy's putting a time out as well at 47.2.
As people get the inters on, one of them being Mayspin.
Yep, Mayspin. I was just jumping on board with him as well as Jack
and
Slater.
Also Jack Slater, yeah.
So they're already back out on their outlaps on Inter. Scotty is in the pit and has a set of Inters on his car.
Yeah, I've got the tyre information up, just for when people do decide to put the Inters on. If people put the
tyre information anyway.
We'll watch Mayspin's lap, see if he can knock out a couple of people on slicks, possibly.
I don't know, I don't think those Inters are going to be that much slower. I think it's going to be around about the same sort of times, actually, you know?
Yeah, that's what I'm kind of thinking.
Struggling so much that I think the Inters have actually got a chance of setting a similar time to what we've already seen from the slicks.
Let's find out as Mayspin comes into turn 2.
Yeah, we'll see what kind of time he's putting down. That was almost quite wide there, actually. At turn 2. This should throw a spanner in the works for everyone.
Mayspin sets a 25.9.
25.9. That is actually quite impressive because we've seen on slicks 25.5.
Yeah.
So, I mean, if he could drop only maybe 4 or 5 tenths per sector, that would put him around the 35, 36s maybe.
I was going to think, I'm just thinking possibly that, I mean, 37.
Well, Bother's out.
Yeah, 37, 38 around that mark.
It may be a bit slower, yeah, I wasn't taking into account the loss of DRS as well.
Yeah, whilst talking about that, I didn't see Mayspin's sector 2 time.
Neither did I. So we're just going to be guessing what happens here.
Yeah, I'm going to guess this is around about a 38, 39.
I think he'll go top of the board though. I think his time from the first sector alone would, if he can maintain that throughout the lap.
As he comes to the final corner.
30 seconds onto the final corner.
Yeah, it is going to be around about the 38, 39. Possibly even a 40.
Either way, it's going to be a lot shy of 44. So
41.9.
42 look almost. So
not bad from Mayspin there. Good
which
call.
Shows that the Inters are faster.
Yes, as Scotty sets a 25.6 in the first sector.
It's not a bad first sector.
Jack Slater, 42.1.
Mayspin though.
Mayspin was a...
5.9.
Yeah. Scotty was a 25.5.
I thought you said it was a 26 something.
No, it was 25.5.
Okay. 25.6. So he was a little bit faster. I just misheard what you said.
Yeah. And he sets a 56.7 in the second. So overall, he's on for a quick lap.
Oh, he is on for a quick lap, absolutely. It depends. The thing is, a lot of people's setups would have been tested in the dry.
Yeah.
Not a lot of people test in the wet. So it depends whether their setup actually wants to function in the wet. Because if it's a dry weather setup and it doesn't gel well with the wet, then you've got a problem.
Yes. Yeah. As it comes around the last corner, I feel like I've been saying that a lot tonight. Ooh, rear end steps out a lot. That's going to cost him. 41.7. Still
fastest. 2/10. Literally 2:02.
Let's have a look how Chloe does in the wet.
Well, it's definitely not Dan, is it? We can't just
no.
in the rain. So, okay, so we've actually had a few comments. Anthony Hudson said, "Cheers, lad." So I assume that was because he was looking for the tier 1.
Yeah.
Can't pronounce that.
Dan 41.9. I'll have a quick look for you as well.
Says go Hadas. So I'm not sure.
Hadas, that is Joseph. I said a look 41.5. Let's have a look what Kieran's doing. He's invalidated.
Magic is 15th with someone above him's gone slower. That's because they crashed out. That's the way that works. It's really weird.
Yeah.
And Teabag says, Ty Wiz Savage here, need hyper hards. Only Teabag.
Jack Slater 5 seconds off is his time. Let's have a look how Joseph's doing actually, as he just comes to the straight.
I'd say good luck to him on his hard tyres in this weather.
Oh yeah.
So far we've lost Botmandu and GJ Bother, as both of them are out of the session and in the drop zone.
That would be Dushko.
Okay.
It is Croatian. As Joseph's 0.008 of a second off of his original time.
So I'm just on board with Avalanche, just see what time he's going to set.
Yeah.
Just purely because he hasn't set a time yet.
No.
He's out of the session. I assume he's retired from the session because he assumed his fate.
Dan, a 41. No, Chloe, sorry. 41.9. Schnitzy goes ahead of her with a 41.8.
Trying to get that set to 2 time to pop back up. No, it's not having it.
Joseph, a 42.8, which puts him into 8th.
Very slow from Avalanche.
Let's have a look how Paranoid's doing. He was 4/10 up. He sets a 41.7, which would have put him in between Schnitzy and Scotty.
So
how's Matthias doing?
Last corner at 1:35 and sets a 44.1. He just crept into the top 10.
Yeah. As Matthias sets a 41.9, which puts him into 6th.
Yep, and pushes Avalanche back down into the drop zone in 11th. So he's got to go out and set another improved lap. So let's see what he does for sector 1. I think he is still on a lap.
Let's have a look how Matey Boy's doing as Matey Boy spins.
Oh, spins, yeah. Avalanche is actually up 4/10 as well through sector 1.
I gotta say, the white livery for the Red Bull, so much nicer than the blue.
Yeah, I agree. I think I said that earlier when you mentioned it.
Yeah.
Got the white livery on the Red Bull.
It is so
again,
much nicer.
Nobody could hear us because of your sound issue.
No, they heard us with that one.
Oh, they heard us with that one. Well, I can still blame you for the sound issue.
Oh yeah, blame me all you want. As Joseph 17.5 seconds.
You know what? I'm not going to blame you. It's the other Dan's fault. because everything
Yeah,
else is...
yeah. I missed Avalak's Sector 2 as he just comes into turn 11.
Well, if he gets out of the last corner less than 135, he's improved.
Yes.
Because he was 135 out the last corner, that's how I knew it was going to be a fairly slow time for him. I just hate the range so much when it comes to driving, but this is normally a wet track as well, so
yeah.
the fact that the guy's even got some dry is lucky. Yeah, that's a bit of an improvement there.
As Avalak's going to set
Paranoid out as well.
a 42.9, which he does.
Which is only good enough to move him up one place and push Paranoid out. So he's Paranoid on all that. He is. Coming to win the Sector 1.
As he almost invalidates. 4 tenths down.
Slower. And did he just spin? I saw his back end step out. Yeah, he's off the track. He had a bit of a wobble.
But he is not invalidated.
No, he hasn't. But that's not going to help his lap time, and I don't think he's going to quite have enough time to get around for another lap. So I think
he might do. He might. There's 41 seconds on the clock.
Yeah.
And he's just come through 8 and he invalidates. So now he can go off track.
Hasn't improved in Sector 1.
Also, if someone can let us know when the rain's going to stop in the race, that would be very helpful.
It would. It gives some idea of tyre strategies. Because undoubtedly the game would just say inters, 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 inters.
Yeah.
So wets. Even though the rain may only last for half an hour. And
Paranoid's missed it. But only by a few seconds, so we are going to be losing.
Matey Boy's improving. I think Avalanche has just snuck through on this one.
Yeah. Oh, I don't know.
Well, then again, there is a second between them, but what I meant was his last flying lap.
Yeah, 35. He might sneak, but I don't know.
That was really weird as Kieran come down.
Oh, 43.9.
He had no front wing. But it's just because he's done.
Oh, that was unlucky from Matey Boy. He is a second off of Avalak.
But he has improved his position and pushed Paranoid further down.
Yes.
I'm surprised to see Paranoid going out actually, because Paranoid is normally very, very fast. I don't know if the rain's affected him.
I think his setup's made for dry.
Yeah, which is what we were saying earlier. If your setup's not made for combating rain as well as dry weather, then you're in a bit of a pickle, really.
Yeah.
Saying of which, I should probably get a wet weather setup for this circuit too.
That's what I was thinking. So it is Sedlock ahead of Scotty 15 with a 41.5. Scotty 2 tenths behind. Schnitzy a tenth down from Scotty with a 41.8. Dan a 41.9 in fourth. Mayspin 41.9 in fifth. Matthias at 41.9 in sixth. Jack Slater 42.1 in seventh. Kieran 42.3. Joseph 41.8 in ninth. Kieran 8th. Avalak with a 42.9 in 10th. And we are losing Matey Boy, Paranoid, DJ Bother and Barkman Do.
So Joseph was actually on a 42.8, not a 41.8.
Ah, my bad. I was just trying to get through it as quickly as I could before the timer ran out.
I know, and I noticed your mistake, and I was waiting for you to finish so as I could correct you once you were done, instead of interrupting you.
Yeah. Cheers for that, Colin.
No problem. I'm quite happy to correct you.
Yeah. As are most people.
So it's looking like another wet session as well.
Yeah.
So, who have you got for your pole position then?
I'm gonna go Scotty 15. He seems to be dialed in dry and wet. So He's
I was gonna say,
looking...
'cause we have got some fast guys out there. I mean, I've not seen Avalanche, so I can't comment on him. But I know Scotty 15, Sedaluk, Dan, or Chloe, depending who's driving. Probably Chloe.
It's Chloe in the wet. Chloe definitely in the wet.
Matthias. I mean, Kieran's fast, but I've not seen him take pole yet. But
Scott just put
all the other guys.
Scott just put a comment in. Not bad for a handicapper, Colin.
Yeah, that's about right, actually. I mean, so for anyone who doesn't understand that reference, it's just a reference to when we've been playing PGA together. He's not very good, and we like to complain about him being a handicap on the team, because every time he's on a team, he loses.
Yeah, it is full inters. It's inters for everybody.
So, the only other thing I would say, Scott, is if you could learn to spell my name correctly, unless you were doing it on purpose because you are the handicap, then, it's okay.
It's 1L for you, innit, Colin?
It is, it's 1L for me, but I'll just assume it was his handicap that calls the second.
Yeah. Right, so...
We've not had a chance to have a poke at Teabag yet. He was saying to me last week, after comms, that he enjoys when we have a bit of a poke at Teabag. It amuses him. I'm sure we can find a way to have a poke at him during the race.
Yeah, actually, he did say hyper hard. It'd be lucky for him to have a hyper hard.
It would, you're right. You're lucky for him to have anything hard. Old age does that to you,
Sorry, Chloe, but we had to poke him. We had to give it a poke.
You have to poke the sleeping bear from time to time.
Sedaluk's just about to start his lap, so it is perfect timing.
It is. I'm actually on board with Matthias as well. Oddly, this is the first time Kieran's not come out at the start of the session.
No.
He came out quite early on the second qualifying as well.
Yeah, he did.
Joseph is just coming out, as is Jack Slater as well. I knew it was one of those two. It was either Jack Slater or it was Avalanche. I weren't sure which one it was. But
and it's a 25.5 for Sedaluk.
Ooh, that's pretty good, because that's what he was setting on the softs
in Q1.
Q1. So that's actually very fast for the inters.
Colin, really, is that all you can come up with? They're getting worse.
There's still time yet. You're not on the track at the minute, Teabag, so just give us time. We'll find something. Most of them aren't even like thought about. They just happen.
56.2 for Sedaluk in Sector 2.
That should be on for a fast time then. But yeah, as I was saying with Teabag there, normally anything we say that amuses him, it just happens. We don't think about it. We were just trying to find something to poke the bear on this one. Wait till you're back on track. I'm sure we'll find something to complain about, like your horrendous driving. No doubt you'll probably dive bomb someone, because that's your signature move. So,
well, with Kieran with us.
In the wet as well.
And it will be a 141.2 for Sedaluk.
Not actually a bad time at all on inters. That is actually quite a good time.
Scotty 15.
He lost time because of no DRS, so...
It's just coming through good. 13.
I'm on board with Joseph at the minute. There's no Kieran. Matthias is invalidated.
Schnitzy of 41.6. Mayspin of 41.8.
So let's see where's Scott. He's just about to cross the start finish line.
Yeah, and it's a 41.3. A tenth off Sedaluk.
Isn't it? Yeah. Less than a tenth and a half, in fact. But
I'm going to go on with Jack Slater. He sets a 25.4, which is faster than Sedaluk in the first sector.
With Chloe and see how Chloe's getting on. So they are on an out lap at the minute. End of sector 2, so
as Jack Slater just coming through 7 and 8.
I wonder what was happening then. You went very, very quiet on me.
No, I'm still here, don't worry. A 56-3 for Jack Slater in Sector 2.
Thinking, crikey, this has just gone really quiet all of a sudden. Because normally, you know, you get that bit of a background noise behind the person's voice. Even that had disappeared, and I'm thinking, what's just happened?
I just completely died for a sec. Because when there's someone going down the straight, you can't really talk about much.
No, you can't
Through
really say
turn 30.
anything, going down the straight.
Yeah.
As long as they stay straight on the straight, of course.
Exactly.
On the straight.
Yeah. Jack Slater is looking very, very good. 133 out of the final corner.
That's not bad. I am on board with
41.4. Puts him into third. Schnitzy at 41 flat.
Fastest time. That is a great time.
As Matthias just coming through the last corner.
On 25.652.
Matches Jack Slater actually with a 33 at the last corner. And he sets a 41.1. Puts him into second. You know what? Let's have a look how Chloe is doing. Into 7 and 8.
Honestly, as it stands, provisional pole of Schnitzy, I would never have called it.
No. No.
Not because he's a bad driver, just because I would have expected him to be further down the top
56.2 for Chloe in the second sector.
Yeah, I missed the time because I was talking to you then, but I am actually on board.
We've got a yellow flag in sector 2.
2 and 3 now. And it's gone. So it won't affect the time.
Let's have a look what Chloe is doing out of the last corner.
Last corner now, 133.
Yeah.
4. So that's not too bad. Seems to be slow getting on the power coming out of that last corner then.
But 41.5 DRS enabled.
DRS is enabled.
Will someone risk it for slicks?
Yes!
Scotty 15.
Scott's always on it. He's going to take the handicap for everyone else, you see.
Yeah, he's going to test it all out. He's going to be the little guinea pig.
I'm surprised DRS has been enabled.
Well, it's not raining down the pit straight.
But it's still quite wet on track. I mean, even the line still looks a bit wet from what I've seen. But
yeah.
He's going out on it, so we'll see if it's a bad move or a genius move.
As Joseph's coming into the pits now. So we'll have a look how Scotty does on his outlap. It ain't looking bad, you know.
No, not at all. I mean, it's still raining in patches, and it's still a bit damp on the racing line. But, I mean, Scott seems to be holding it fairly well. Through those tight turns around 3, 4, 5,
Schnitzy's jumped on the bandwagon and gone onto softs.
Yep. And Macespin just did it too. Ooh. The question is, when is Joseph and Kieran going to come out? They're both sitting in the pits on inters.
Joseph's gone into the... He was on a lap, but then he went into the pit.
Yeah, but Kieran being Kieran, he hasn't actually come out yet.
No, and there's only 2 minutes 40 on the clock.
He's got to make a decision. He's actually gone soft, and so has Joseph.
Yeah.
So.
But it will be Scott first on the softs. But the track seems to be dry enough for slicks.
So that's the Mercedes, and so that's Dan back in again.
Yeah.
He's going to do a quick tyre change and jump back out because almost everyone's out now on soft apart from Avalanche and Dan, who's just pitted. So Joseph is out.
So now we'll see.
They followed each other out.
We will see the time on slicks.
Yep. So I'm just back on board with Scott now. See how he does. Actually, looks a lot drier now than it did on his last lap. I mean, the whole track looks drier. I mean, when he was on his outlap, the track still looked really wet. But from this perspective now, the track looks almost dry, like there was never any rain.
2.2 seconds up in the first sector.
I mean,
23.8.
to tell you how much of a difference it's made, and of course he's got DRS now as well.
Yeah, which will really help him on the straight in sector 2.
So, do you think Schnitzer's going to manage to do a lap and maintain his pole position as he is on provisional pole now, or do you?
I think Scott will take it because he is the first out on them soft tyres. That's if Kieran and Joseph can stick together. If they can stick together, Kieran might get it.
They are, but they're about to get in Scott's way. They're just ahead of Scott now. Literally a turn ahead of him.
Could help Scott actually, going down that main straight.
Maybe if he can get to within touching distance of them on the back
no,
straight.
They are going... Oh, it might be close though. No.
No, he's not close enough for a toe.
But it is a 32.5.
32.5.
And I'll just jump on board with Kieran to see how he does behind Joseph.
Well, I'll see how Joseph does in front of him then. Just as come to end of sector 1. 23.2.
22.6 for Kieran.
Kieran is a lot faster than Joseph here. Is one of them going to compromise their lap time?
Kieran's probably dead on where he needs to be. Behind Joseph.
Kieran could compromise his lap time overall, being stuck behind Joseph.
I think there's enough distance between them. Avalak's retired in the pits.
Yeah.
But yeah, there is a big enough gap in between Joseph and Kieran. It's almost as if they're racing, but not actually racing.
Yeah. Oh, there's a yellow flag just ahead of him. Somebody's span. I think it might be...
That's Matthias.
Jack Slater, 132.2.
As Kieran comes round the last corner.
These two are going to be almost identical for time here. Almost.
Kieran set to 31.2.
31.2. Joseph at 32.5.
Oh, Scotty of 31 dead. Do you know what?
Second, 31.1.
This is actually Scotty's second time pole up front, because last season he did it as well.
Yeah, but not yet, because Dan's on a lap.
That is true.
What his sector 2 time was, I missed it.
50.4.
He's just coming around turn 12 and 13 now.
Yeah, so this could be a good lap from Dan. If he can knock Scotty off of that pole, I will be very, very surprised. I think he will, you know.
He might do. This is when we're close. It went down either, it was close, we talked about this. And I think he just did.
I think so.
Fastest lap.
I think I seen purple.
Yep, that's what I thought. Top centre of the screen looked like purple, fastest lap. I think he's just stole pole.
Yeah, by 2/10.
2/10, wow.
Oh, what a lap from Dan there for a pole up front. But I did say Scotty would be up there.
Well, I mean, I did say to you that, you know, there's a handful of drivers I thought could potentially take it, and Dan was one of them. 3
drivers on Inters. Schnitzy, Mayspin and Avalak, with Dan pole.
Further down than I would have expected.
Dan on pole, Scotty second, Sedlock third, Kieran up in fourth, Jack Slater fifth, Joseph sixth, Matthias seventh. Sorry. And Schnitzy in 8th.
D-Bag says Scotty probably fueled for 2 laps.
He probably did.
I'm going to say he probably did. I know if I'm going out for something like that, and normally I'll run with about 3 laps of fuel. I'll get an out lap on lean, 2 laps at full speed, and then I've got just about enough to get me back into the pits again without going into low fuel mode. So I'll be surprised if he didn't do pretty much the same thing there, about 3 laps of fuel. Oh,
but what a Q3 we had.
And we do look like we're going to have a dry session. I wonder if it's going to stay dry throughout the race.
I think Colin said it'll be raining.
I think they did, yeah. If anyone could quickly update us before your race start, that would be great. But I understand if you're short of time. So
far for Q1, 2 and 3 it says rain and dry race. We have a dry race.
Yeah. So Q1, Q2, Q3 it says rain and dry race. Yeah, so yeah, there you go. T-Bag just said dry race. So that's actually really good for them then. But the rain throughout the qualifying will have mixed up the order it would have been had it been completely dry throughout.
Yeah.
Because obviously some people are much better in the rain than others.
Right, I'm going to jump on board with Kieran for the practice start.
Yeah. Well,
very good practice start from Kieran.
What I'm going to do, I heard somebody say this before, is I'm going to jump into the middle of the pack. So I'm going to jump around the Avalanche Matey Boy area and I can pretty much see everyone. Somebody mentioned it, I can't remember if it was... Might have actually been on our Championship 3 stream last week.
Oh! Kieran's lost it.
I was just about to say there's a big puff of dirt there somewhere, I think it was main spin.
Yeah, Kieran's lost it. Pit stop strategy, medium hard, lap 12-14. Soft, medium 6-8, and I didn't get the last one.
17-20 for the second set of mediums.
Yeah, Kieran's not going to have a lot of temperature in those tyres.
No, because he's been DQ'd.
Yeah.
That would have probably been for stopped on track.
Probably. I'm just actually going to have a look at the race director.
He didn't have much choice, in fairness, because he was waiting for everyone to pass him, so...
Do you know what? I'm going to jump onto tyre. Everybody's on mediums.
That's a good point. I am
the whole circuit is on me, like the whole grid.
So we're looking like it's gonna go medium hard then, unless of course people change it around. I know that sometimes what it tells me to do and what I do is two different things.
Have you got J-Doy as a friend?
I don't think so. Maybe, not sure. Can't remember.
Hang on.
Might be able to... Does he need an invite back?
Yeah.
Right, give me a second, because I might be able to go through... recently played with or something like that.
Right.
Come on, load up. Together. Possibly, I haven't got him on my friends list, I don't think. There we go. I can invite him now. Sent.
Cheers, Colin.
I recently played with people, so hopefully that won't affect the race start. At least we won't have to think about
it won't. It won't. Yeah, J-Doy's in. And
so
we've
sit mid-pack.
Oh!
What the hell?
There is a Haas. That's J-Doy.
J-Doy's just launched off the line and gone in front of everyone. But I didn't see lights.
Oh, we've got a big crash at turn 1.
Yeah, that was, I think somebody smacked Avalanche from behind.
And Joseph is all the way at the back. But yeah, it is.
That's the Red Bull going. I didn't see lights.
I didn't see lights either.
And nobody responded to him either, besides J-Doy just launched off the line. But I don't know whether the AI did that.
I seen Sedluk's time. I seen Sedluk's time going up, and I was thinking, hang on, no one started. And then that's all I seen is J-Doy just smashing through everyone. But Dan's on his case already. Wait, is J-Doy AI?
I honestly have no idea at this point. That would explain why it got a good launch. But no, I don't. I personally, I didn't see.
Yeah.
The lights.
No.
So
he's got a connection issue.
I'm surprised this hasn't been
yeah, J-Doy
reset.
is he is grayed out.
Yeah, it would explain why he suddenly went in the middle and just drove through everyone.
Yeah, and
lights would have
Sedlock's in the
responded, and
pits.
AI would respond to lights that weren't there.
Yeah. Sedlock's in the pits, Matey Boy's in the pits, and Joseph.
Yeah, they were probably the ones to have the impacts, and I did see a Red Bull having a bit of an impact, so maybe that was Matey Boy that took that.
Yeah. Sedlock's put hard tyres on.
He was probably on the medium hard. He's just gone from mediums to hards, hasn't he?
Joseph's chucked softs on. And so has Matey Boy.
So might be thinking of going all the way.
Yeah. Bachman Do's dropping down quite a bit as he has spun it onto the straight. Midget Magic with a 3-second penalty.
That's the first penalty of the day.
Yeah. As
there's a 5
Dan coming through 12. Yeah.
Oh, someone was really wide at the back there. Avalanche. It was very wide through turn 10.
Kieran
That's what I was
might.
saying about if you get your turn in late. He's also looks like he's lost his left end plate. He has. Avalanche has got no left end plate on his front wing.
Has he not pitted?
He is now. He's just coming into the pits.
Ah. So we'll have a look at Avalanche.
Has been enabled.
We'll have a look at Avalanche pit stop to see what his strategy will be. And it's the right ringed hard tyre going on.
Kieran's lost it. He's lost a few places there. I just wondered why J-Doy had passed Kieran. It's because he was facing the wrong way. There was a big train of people behind him. And
I can confirm J-Doy is now a full car. As Jack Slater going for a move into the chicane. And he's well ahead. Oh, what a battle we've got on. Is that Midget Magic going down the outside?
On the outside, yeah.
Oh, what a move.
Yeah, that's that 5, now 6 car train because Kieran had that little spin.
What a move from
at the back of that pack.
What a move from Midget Magic to get ahead of Jack Slater. May spins up into 3rd behind Matthias.
Yeah, pushes his way through. Not really pushed, but you know what I mean. But he's past Raphael. So he's not going to let his teammate hold him up. So now he's chasing down Scotty.
And he is a second behind him. May's been a 34-7 as Dan's got a penalty. We've got a 3. Hang on, I've just noticed Paranoid's in 4th.
Yep.
He must have had a wicked start.
Yeah, he must have got away from all that carnage at the start. Well, Chloe's out cruising at the front, no problems there.
Yeah.
About seconds lead. That's not too bad.
Matthias hasn't got DRS either, but Mayspin has.
I think he was just outside the DRS range in the detection zone. He was about 1.1 at that point. Just got a better drive out of the turn.
But there is a lot going out on track. Scotty's right behind Jack Slater. Will Scotty think of a move going into turn 10? He won't.
More importantly, I have to see.
Kieran really going to track limits.
I wanted to go and see if Teabag's getting himself into any trouble, but so far I haven't seen anything. he's kind of in no man's land.
Yeah.
3 seconds behind Raphael and 2 seconds ahead of DRS F1. So he's kind of in no man's land.
We'll just stick on board with Scotty in this 5-6 car train.
Yeah, got to kind of
will
stick
he
on the one in
get
the middle.
past? Will he get past Jack Slater into turn 1?
I think he will, or it's going to be close.
Oh, it's going to be very, very tight.
He took the inside line, but then he was pushed onto the outside line.
The Highlander 5-second time penalty.
He's not giving up yet. I think he's through.
Yeah.
He's now all over the back of Jack Slater as well.
So we'll just go on to Jack Slater.
As they go through the DRS detection zone, so I'm sure some of them, if not all of them, will have DRS on each other.
Yeah, near enough, apart from Scotty. Oh, that is a car going off. That is J-Dye.
I don't know whether he was still in control.
And we have a safety car. So, would now be the time to jump onto the hard tyre? To go for the full distance?
I'm not a fan of the hard tyre, and there's a few people out there on the hard tyre. I would be tempted to maybe come back in and get rid of those hard tyres and jump on a set of mediums or something.
Mediums for 22 laps?
Not all the way, maybe mediums for maybe 16 of them, something like that, and then, or 15, something like that, use the full life of them, and then jump on a set of softs near the end, because both sets of those tyres are going to be faster than the hards, and they're going to be easier to keep tyre temperature in. And you're not going to lose as much time if you do it now while you're under a safety car.
No. As Dan's up to the safety car.
Maybe I'm just biased because I absolutely hate those hard tyres, so...
Talking of hard tyres, Schnitzy's going on to them.
So, yeah, somebody who pitted at the top there did come off of hards though, I think. Someone near the top who had hards on that is gone now.
J-Dye so pissed off, absolutely ridiculous.
Oh, so he was actually in control of his car by that point then.
Yeah.
I know he was having a little bit of trouble with connection.
So, it is Bachman Do who is on the hard, as well as Schnitzy. Wonder if they'll be able to get enough tyre temp into them.
Yeah, let me just have a look at the...
And now it's time for my favourite time of the evening. What do you want to talk about, Colin?
I was just having a look at pit stops.
You know what? I know what we could do. We could take a look at the championship standings.
I'm not sure I would have made that move. So I was just looking at the pit stops, and the only person who's actually made 2 pit stops so far was Matey Boy. Had to make a pit stop on lap 1. He went from softs to mediums.
Yeah.
He's only been on them for 4 laps, and he's just dived back in for a set of mediums.
Oh. Right.
I think I would have said stayed out on softs.
Championship standings. We've got Dan in first with 176 points. Then it is Matthias with 92 in second. Scotty 15 with 88. Sedaluk in fourth with 82. Clay in sixth with 81. Fifth, sorry, not sixth. GJ Bother in sixth with 74. Schnitzy with 70 in seventh. Kieran in 8th with 63. Harry in 9th with 55. Raphael in 10th with 49. Jack Slater in 11th with 48. Maze Spin in 12th with 24. Joseph in 13th with 22. Tunable in 14th with 18. J-Dye in 15th with 15 points, and Midget Magic in 16th with 10 points.
So in the comments that have been coming in, J-Dye said what you had said that he'd said, and then he said his game disconnected and he was then in control again. He couldn't turn his wheel and smashed into the wall on the long straight.
Oh.
And then he said it's so unfair.
Okay, so we're going to have a look at the Constructors as well. So in first, we've got Mercedes with 257 points.
No surprise there, with Dan winning every race.
In second, we've got Ferrari with 178. Big up the Ferrari boys.
Oh, Ferrari.
In third, we've got Aston Martin with 157. In fourth, we've got the Williams with 152. In fifth, we've got Alpine with 114. In sixth, we've got Alfa Romeo with 110. In seventh, we've got Alpha Tauri with 93. In eighth, we've got Haas with 50. In ninth, we've got Red Bull with 28. And in 10th, we've got McLaren with 19. And do you know what? That was perfect timing because safety car's in this lap.
Actually, I was just having a look where the Williams boys are for Championship 2 today. And it's actually, it's Sediluk and Schnitzy today.
Yes, the usual pairing.
Currently 11th and 13th.
Yeah.
I know in Championship 3 we were struggling to try and get back into third place in the Williams, and we've dropped down the order a little bit now. Not happy.
Yeah, in Championship 3, Williams are third.
No, I think we're fifth.
Third. No. Fifth, sorry. Fifth. Yeah.
We were third, then we lost out by 3 points to Red Bull.
Oh, we're back racing again. Sorry, Colin.
It's fine. And then in the last race, both of us crashed out, so we picked up no points, and Red Bull got to take an advantage of that, as did Aston Martin, who also overtook us. So we've dropped into fifth now. Well, there's still a few races to go yet.
Yeah, we have got 4 races left this season.
And to be fair, my teammates carried me almost the entire season.
We're just going to go on with Midget Magic.
It's actually been a fairly clean restart as well. I've not seen any...
It has. Oh, no, we've lost the Highlander.
Retired. So, that said he retired from session. Don't know.
He's DNF'd, so he's crashed out.
Yeah.
And we have another safety car!
I'm guessing it's somewhere in Sector 2 because it said yellow flag Sector 2.
Yeah, it was just at the start of the straight where the DRS activation zone. Oh, Dan's got a drive-through.
Dan, drive-through penalty, speeding under safety car. Very, very bad, Dan. We know Dan's in control when that happens.
Oh yeah, oh yeah.
He's going to take it now as well.
He can't.
And 5-second penalty for speeding in the pit lane.
Dan can't save his penalty, so he's jumping in for new tyres. No, you can't under safety car.
Well that's unlucky. Yeah, he's picked
my tyres staying out.
This has gone badly wrong for Dan here. Drive-through penalty and then a 5-second penalty for speeding in the pit lane.
Has Dan stopped? I don't think he has, so I might be wrong. No, he has. He has got the hard tyre on.
He's changed tyre. I was on board with him. He also had a front wing. So he does still have a 5-second penalty and a drive-through to serve. So,
starting with Dan. No, Mayspin has got ahead of Dan, actually.
Yep.
It is Mayspin, Dan and Paranoid on hards. Scotty 15, Midget Magic, Raphael and DRSF1 on the medium. Jack Slater on the soft and GJ Bother on the medium. And do you know what? I'll be back in 2 seconds when we're just waiting for the safety car.
Well, there's not a whole lot to talk about during the safety car, unless somebody crashes, which amuses us, because then we have something to talk about. Although that Aston Martin safety car is a very nice safety car. Oh, while I'm waiting, I'm going to take the time to roll myself a smoke. Because there's not a lot going to happen under the safety car. I hope. As long as everyone can drive nice and cleanly. And if anything does happen under safety car, I'm going to blame Dan for not being here. No more comments yet. That's all good. And who was that off the track there? That was Avalanche. Well, boys, good luck getting temperature into those hard tyres. You're gonna need it. So we're at for penalties. So we know Dan's got to drive through in 5 seconds. I think he's got 3 seconds as well. So I think Dan's got 8 seconds plus a drive through. Paranoid's got 5 seconds of penalties, and Midget Magic has 3 seconds of penalties as well.
Alright, I'm back, Colin, and you know what? I realise I do have munch.
Well done.
Yeah.
I was just having a look at what penalties people had whilst I was taking the time to roll myself a smoke during safety car.
Yeah. Although we do not condone smoking, but...
No, we don't, but we do it ourselves, so we can't really, you know...
We can't really say much.
It's a bad thing. No. But as I was always taught growing up, do as I say, not as I do. Don't
exactly.
That's what I was always told. Doesn't matter what I do, you don't copy it. So, I did also say that if anything happens under safety car, I'm going to blame you.
Why?
Just because you couldn't hear me.
Ah. Cheers, Colin.
No problem, anytime. But nothing happened because so far everyone's playing nice. I think Avalanche did have a bit of a wander off circuit. I'm not quite sure what happened there. I just saw him coming back on. Safety car in this lap, so that's great timing because I'm almost done. You know when there's a safety car out, you've got loads of time to just kind of take your time and roll your smoke. So there's no rush.
You know, I might jump on that bandwagon.
It's not a bad idea. You probably should have done it a little sooner though, because we are about to start. So
yeah,
I'm going to jump back to the front and see how we get started.
The front? You're looking at the back?
Yes, I'm looking at the front at the minute. I just want to see how Matthias does his safety car restart.
You know what? He hasn't done bad.
No, not so far. He's keeping the pack backed up. That's where I'd put the gun down. Just gone. See you later. Although T-Bag's stayed with him. He's not in any of that, is he?
Hang on a minute. T-Bag's in second.
Yes, T-Bag's in second. It won't last long. It's T-Bag who crashed.
Yeah. Into sector 1 he's gone.
Yeah. He'll just dive bomb Matthias in a minute. You watch. Proper T-Bag move. I'm actually going to stay on board with him as well for a bit, because it seems like we've had another clean getaway.
Saki's looking a little bit wobbly.
You're awfully quiet tonight, Cat. Yeah, you're sleeping, aren't you? Of course you are. Sorry
and the missus ain't around.
Nah, that's it. Yeah, no, there's no COD raging tonight, because the missus ain't here to COD rage. And the cat's quiet because, well, there's no one else around, so it's just sleeping while I'm on my game, which is nice. At least it's not eat my hand.
No.
Ooh, that was a wide line there. Who was that? I think that was Snitsy. Yeah, Snitsy's trying to go around the outside of T-Bag. And he appears to have made the move stick into turn 11.
Not a bad move.
Oh, hang on, T-Bag's losing places here. He's just lost that to Kieran and Sedaluk as well.
Don't tell me T-Bag spun it.
No, he almost seemed to just get out of the way.
possibly realising that they're quicker.
Maybe. I know he has done it before.
Dan's into the pits for his drive-through.
He's doing his drive-through, yeah.
So he's going to be right at the very back.
Yeah, but why the pack's all bunched up like this, that's just probably the best time to do it.
And with the hard tyre...
He's going to struggle with a hard tyre anyway, so...
Because that's where I lost out in Abu Dhabi. I went in the stop before, tyres were cold, and I just lost it. So I'll just stick on with Dan for a minute. As Matey Boy passes Barkmandu.
Barkmandu there, yeah. I can see that just in the background, so I'm still on board with Teabag at the minute. And it looks like he's made it stick too.
Yeah. Paranoid, 3 times.
Yeah,
3 second. Track
3
limits.
Seconds, I think we overspoke each other there and then we both stopped.
Yeah. Matey's now got the toe off Teabag.
Yep, and he is right on Teabag's chuff there and all. He's going to have him there, I think.
No, not quite.
No.
Oh, Matey Boy thinking of going down the inside. Teabag a little bit wobbly coming out of 12.
I don't know, Teabag just seems to be struggling through
is he going into the pits?
He's dived into the pits.
Let's have a look how he does his stop.
He's only done 11 laps on mediums, so I'm not entirely sure why he's dived.
Hang on, Matthias is in first.
Yep, again.
And he's actually picking up time.
Yeah.
On
Matthias
Kieran.
Is fairly fast, yeah. I mean, bearing in mind his tyres are actually 5 laps older than Kieran's as well. He's done 12 laps on
as Kieran overtakes Teabag. You know what? I'll have a look at this battle full first.
Well, Teabag's put on another set of mediums. He was second. He's now last. So back to the usual Teabag tricks.
Yeah.
So let's see if there's any other close.
Oh, that was close on track limits from Kieran.
Jack Slater is very close, but there is a huge DRS train going on here.
Yeah, I can just see it on the map.
In front of it as Jack Slater gets a time penalty.
I believe that would be Barkmandu. No, Paranoid is the front.
He's running from Paranoid and Midget Magic, who are looking at each other, back to
GJ Bother.
Raphael.
No, DRS.
DRS, because GJ Bother's a little bit off the back of those guys.
Yeah, and I'm still looking at the battle for first.
8th and 14th at the minute. I think Scott is getting quite close to Barkmandu there as well.
Yeah, 6/10 off.
Yeah, he's hovering inside that DRS zone. If you can get a better drive out of the last turn.
Raphael, no, that is Paranoid
DRS.
into the pits.
And he's in his toe, so...
And May spin.
Down the left. Ooh. Side by side. Oh, that was really good wheel-to-wheel racing from those two there. But Scotty has made it stick.
There is Matey Boy and Paranoid having a stop at the same time. Who will get out in front, I believe.
There's 3. Bother's just picked up a penalty as well.
This is close off of Mayspin. Mayspin's overtaken Paranoid in the pits.
Ooh, I wonder if Paranoid had to take a penalty or something, or was just a slow
Both of them did.
Ooh.
Is Joseph going for a move into 7? He is.
He is.
Oh, what a move from so far back on Midget Magic. We actually caught that out on stream as well. Nice move there from Joseph.
Yeah. Saying that though, you were saying about how Matthias is gaining time on Kieran. Kieran is about 3/10 behind him now. He is right on his gearbox.
Oh, so could there be a move?
Kieran going for a move here out of the last turn down the pit straight. Yeah, he's going to get a good drive out of that. He went slightly wide so as he get a nice line out.
Oh, and Schnitzy's not that far behind either.
No, he's not. He's going to have DRS as well.
Good defending from Matthias, actually.
Yeah, that was great defending from
Oh,
Matthias.
Schnitzy overtakes Kieran.
Schnitzy as well. That's unlucky, that.
That is very unlucky.
Oh, Kieran dives down the inside.
Oh,
and
Kieran lost it.
I'm not too sure whether there was a touch of contact between the two there. But there was wheel-to-wheel racing. I don't know.
Could it just be a racing incident? As I muddle my words.
To me, they were both side by side, but it looked like there was just a slight touch of contact that just took the traction away from Kieran.
Yeah.
I don't know whether it was Kieran's fault or whether it was Schnitzy's fault, but there was a little spin there from Kieran, which has dropped him to 5th place.
We'll have a look at penalties. We've got Schnitzy on 3, Kieran on 3, Joseph on 3, Midget Magic on 9, Jack Slater on 6, JJ Bother with 3, Dan with 8, Mayspin with 8, and Paranoid with 3.
Oh, Kieran's just gone wide into 11 as well. And Scott's overtaken him.
Yeah.
I can't see any obvious signs of damage on his car.
Jack Slater's looking very close on the back of Joseph.
But he has dived into the pit, so...
Is it me, or has it got significantly darker?
It has got darker. It does look like it might be about...
Oh, Jack Slater pushing Joseph off of track.
So, I couldn't see any obvious signs of damage on Kieran's car.
But he has come into the pits for a front wing.
No, he has. There is the end plate on the right-hand side missing from his wing. I couldn't see it from the original angle. I've just caught it as they pulled the wing off the car. So,
Jack Slater.
In that case then, what I was saying about what looked like there may have been possible contact with Schnitzy must have been contact, because it would have been on his front wing. There would have been a slight bit of a...
Or could that be from Matthias into turn 2?
Possibly, but I don't think those two ever touch. But if there was anything to report, I'm sure Kieran will report it later, so...
Yeah. Jack Slater, right on the back of Joseph.
That's really unfortunate for Kieran, because he was challenging for first just a lap ago, and now he's down in 14th, sitting behind Dan and T-Bag.
Do you know what? I'll have a look at people's ERS. So, Matthias is on 17%, with Schnitzy just behind on run about 15. As Matthias jumps into the pits, could he go for another set of mediums, or will he go for the soft as my guitars just fall? Thank you for that.
Oh, Jack Slater's just lost it.
Oh,
coming out of the last turn.
Could that be a safety car?
No, he's not out. He lost.
Matthias has gone for soft.
His end plate, I'm not sure. No, he hasn't. It looked like he might have lost his end plate, but he didn't. No, he span towards the pit wall, and then he come back across the track.
Oh.
Luckily, there was actually nobody coming around the corner at the time, because they would have collected him, without a doubt. And he went onto the outside and then came back onto the track again.
Sedilux catching Schnitzy. Almost thinks of a move.
Raphael's looking for a move on Bother here. He's got DRS.
No, he's too far back.
No, he's a little too far back there. He's running a little
Midget
bit deep
Magic on the back of Bachman do going into 10.
Jack Slater, another penalty. I'm just going to have a little shadow look who's on the back of Schnitzy now as well.
Yeah.
Because Matthias is actually pitted. I don't know if you noticed that, but Matthias is pitted.
Yeah, he's got softs. Yeah. He's gone soft.
As Sedilux just pitted as well.
5-second time penalty.
Which has promoted Schnitzy to the lead. But he's got almost no ERS left at all. This is one of those tracks I found that you've got to conserve your ERS.
Yeah.
Because it's hard to build it back.
Sedilux chucks on the medium tyre.
Another rumour I actually heard is if you're below 20% on your ERS, you're actually you end up slightly down on power as well.
Yes, you do.
So I've been watching a few drivers now. I saw Jack Slater and now Schnitzy as well, and they're running very, very low on ERS, almost 15% and less constantly. Which, of course, then if the rumour I heard is correct, that under 20% they lose power. They're actually costing themselves power by running low on ERS continuously.
Yeah. Midget Magic, go in.
Who's right on the back of Dan and putting a move on as well.
Avalax lost a couple of places.
Turn 8 and he went into turn 8 and 9, I think that was. Made the move stick on down there.
Scotty half a second behind Matey Boy, going into turn 14.
Sector as well. So you got Scotty, he's on the back of Matey there. Midget's on the back of Bob.
Oh, very close.
That was close. That was very, very close. I thought he would have taken a slightly wider line, the same as like Kieran did before, to get a straighter run out. But he's made the move.
That he has.
Yeah, and he's made it stick.
Yeah. Very good racing there from Scott on Matey Boy.
Let's just see if Midget Magic can do anything here about Botman do. Raphael's pitted for a set of softs.
Midget Magic right on the back of Bachman do go into sector 2.
And he's just about to pick up DRS as well, so he may have a shot at
Oh, he's definitely got a shot. Look at the overspeed.
Yeah, the overspeed there, like, that's done.
But Bachman do could come back on Midget Magic.
Yeah, if you can stick with him now until the pitch straight, he'll have DRS.
Bachman do's got 6% ERS, so he is losing out on power.
Yeah, but then so is Midget Magic as well, because he's under 20%, he's on around 15.
Yeah.
Just crept above 20 again now. Still no more comments yet. Nobody's talking to us tonight. They don't like us again.
No. Matthias on the back of Bother. Thinking of a move, possibly?
Possibly.
Oh, he goes down the inside on the last corner. Bother locked up.
That's a bold move.
Bother locked up going into the last corner.
Scotty's just picked up 3 seconds as well.
So that'll play in Matey Boy's hands.
Not just that, but he was just about within touching distance of Schnitzy if he'd have kept that 3-second penalty off.
If Matey Boy can overtake Scotty in 7 laps, there is a chance of him winning the race. But I don't know. We never know what happens.
Magic, as it stands, is probably got not a lot of chance of staying where they are.
No, because
9 seconds, they're probably going to drop down to probably 7th.
Yes.
Maybe a little
1,
further.
2. He'll drop into around about 8. He'll drop into about 8th.
Really significant penalties going on again today.
Yeah.
You've got Jack Slater on 9, Mayspin on 8, Dan's on 11, Midget Magic's also on 9. There's a couple of 3s and 5s in there, but
I'm just having a look at this 4-way battle from Kieran to Jack Slater. Scott jumps into the pits actually for a set of softs, so could he be going for fastest lap?
I think he will. I think he's going to go for fastest lap here, because I mean he'd only done 11 laps. They would have just about seen him to the end, those mediums.
Yeah. As we wait to see if Matey Boy can get that 8, 9 tenths.
And saying that though, I mean,
Off
he may
of
have only
Schnitzy.
been on them 11 laps, but this track is one for chewing tyres.
Oh yeah, it is. That is why it is.
Maybe he was coming to the end of the life of those tyres and he had to pit.
I'm just on board with Bachman Do.
Ooh, Bother's lost it. He's just dropped about 3 places.
He's in the pits.
He's in the pits. I didn't notice. I was about to say he's just lost a lot of places all of a sudden. I thought he'd lost it, but it was covered by his penalty. That's why I didn't realise he was in the pits.
Yeah. Bachman Do really on the back of Midget Magic.
Oh, a wicked helicopter view of Kieran here. As he picks up a 3-second time penalty. And he's got Paranoid right behind him as well.
Has Avalak dropped into the pits? No, he's lost it. As Avalak gets back going again.
Kieran's got absolutely no ERS left.
And he's got a lot of penalties.
Side by side with him as well. But then again, Paranoid's only got 10% left himself, so...
Yeah, Matey Boy's tyres are coming to an end by the looks. Because he has been 16 laps on the medium and he's got 5 laps left.
He's going to have to pit here. Although saying that, I'd be surprised if Schnitzy doesn't make a pit stop as well, because those hard tyres...
16 laps on hards.
Yeah, I mean, he might get to the end.
But if Schnitzy does pit, Matey Boy should stay out. In reality. As Teabag and Macebin are in the pits.
As it stands though, that's an unusual top 3. We don't normally see these guys.
No.
Especially not together as well. So this is...
As Avi
nice
jumps into the pits and has a 5-second time penalty.
Yeah. Probably going to be a wing.
Macebin jumps in for a set of softs.
Unless he's going to try and go for fast lap.
I think he's going to go for fastest laps, and Avalak's gone for soft tyres.
He's gone for soft tyres.
Yeah, just noticed Schnitzy wobbling a bit with the hard tyre. Is he going to go into the pits though? He is not. But Matey Boy hasn't.
Kieran's defending really well from Paranoid here because he's on the hard tyres as well.
Is Raphael looking for a move on Jack Slater? Going into 11. No, he is not. He's just going to stick it behind.
GRS either. So Kieran had 0 as I looked at him, and Paranoid had about 8%. So neither one of them really had any.
Scott's got fastest lap, as we had predicted.
Yeah, we predicted that you might go for that. The extra point, unless somebody can snatch it from him with a few laps to go. The likes of, say, Avalak, who's just pitted for softs.
But you only get the extra point if you're in the top 10.
Yeah, but it could just take a point away from someone else.
That is true. But yeah, just have a look at the battle that's going on for 10th between Jack Slater and Raphael.
Yeah, I'm just watching the battle between Paranoid and Kieran at the minute. These two have been battling for laps and laps now. I think Paranoid's going to make this stick.
Yeah, he has.
Really, really tight on that corner. I'm not sure if he cut it a little bit, but he made it stick. But now Kieran should get DRS as well. So
yeah,
really good to make the pass back because he's closer than Paranoid's been.
Yeah. Oh, that was close.
Yeah,
cutting in front of Paranoid.
Close, yeah, but as I watched it, it looked like Kieran cut in, but Paranoid also moved towards Kieran's back wing as well. So I think it was a little bit of both of them kind of coming onto the same line together.
Let's have a look at the battle between Raphael and Jack Slater. As Joseph's on the back of Bachman Do, going for a move into turn 1. Yeah, that is Joseph's corner.
You've got Matthias on the back of Bachman Do now, and he's on the soft tyres as well.
Yeah.
So essentially past both of these two, he's on much fresher tyres. Although, I mean, they are 7 laps old, so it could be coming to the end of the life.
Right, so position changes. We've got Schnitzy with 7, Matey Boy with 9, Midget Magic with 12, Joseph with 2, Bachman doing 9, Matthias up 1, Dan
Midget
down
Magic
6.
had a great row.
Yeah, yeah,
I mean, bearing in mind, Midget Magic crashed out of Q1.
yeah.
And
No,
stopped
Q2.
15th place. No, Q1. Crashed out
Yeah, it
of
would have been Q1. Yeah.
Started 15th place and is on a podium. I'd say that's, as it stands, I'd say that's worst driver of the day, that is.
Yeah, 100%. 100%.
Because I don't think I've seen Midget Magic in any kind of trouble today. I've seen a few really good passes as well. So I'd say if they can hold this for a podium to the end now, which they should, 15 laps on those mediums, I'd say that's worst driver of the day for me.
Yeah, 15th to 3rd, crashing out in Q1, definitely. As the battle for 4th still carries on the lap 25.
Yeah, they're not going to let this go, are they?
No, as more cars now piling on to it as well. So it's from Joseph probably down to Sedlock, Scott.
Scott, yeah. I think Scott's the back of it actually.
Yeah, Scott's the back of it.
Because Jack Slater's way back. There's a great little battle going on with these guys all here. It's got a little DRS train going on there, so nobody's managing to make the pass with DRS because nobody's...
No one's gaining, no one's losing.
Yeah, apart from Joseph, who's not really losing because he's just holding his ground at the front. He's just holding off Barkmandu, and then Barkmandu effectively holds up everyone else.
And do you know what? This is actually helping Midget Magic as well.
Yeah.
To get away further from Joseph.
Pulling him lead, yeah.
As Avalak retires in the pits.
Yeah, I was going to say that must be in the pits.
But yeah, this battle for 4th is really starting to heat up. We don't know what's going to happen.
No, you've got kind of 5 cars involved here. Settle up 3 seconds. Which that'll be interesting as well. Penalties are going to play a big part here.
100% as we go on to lap 26.
Joseph has 6 seconds. In fact, Midget Magic's got 12 seconds, so that podium's going to be snatched.
Yeah.
That. Oh, that's going to be really unfortunate. Because they've had a great drive today as well. But Joseph's going to lose a handful of positions. He's probably going to drop down as far as 8th, because I think Midget's going to drop down to 9th. Because everyone's just so close together before Jack Slater. I mean, Dan's going to drop down some as well. Sedlock's going to drop down some. So,
driver of the day, Matey Boy, 11th to 2nd, no penalties, keeping out of carnage.
Yeah, I think you're right on that.
First race.
I would have said Midget Magic, but they've just picked up another 3 seconds as well. I mean, they've had such a good race, Midget Magic, but unfortunately, they've also ran the track limits too many times by the looks.
Yeah.
Which has kind of made me put my foot in my mouth for what I said a couple of laps ago. That was a piece of Ferrari wing flying all over, I think.
That would be Scott.
Yeah, somebody's just lost an end plate. I think it may have been Scott's end plate. I don't know what happened. All I saw was it fly across the track there. It was black and red.
As Midget Magic pits.
Just have a look. Yep, Ferrari of Scott has lost its right hand end plate. But he is going to stay out for the last lap with a broken wing. Yeah,
this is Matey Boy's first race.
There's no point pitting. Yeah,
so podium.
First race in 2nd place. That's a great drive.
11th to a podium, first race.
Yeah, I think I agree with you on that one. Like I said, originally I would have said Midget Magic, but unfortunately at the time I hadn't spotted all the penalties.
Yeah.
Mayspin's DNF'd as well.
Oh, I didn't notice that.
Just noticed that Mayspin is DNF'd. We've been so caught up in the driver of the day and the 4th place battle going on that we completely missed as Scotty runs way wide there. But that's because of his lack of downforce.
Oh, what a battle for 4th. Sediluk's now leading it. Matthias has snuck ahead of Dan.
Yeah, but Dan's got 11 seconds, even though he's just pulled a move on Matthias there by the looks of it. Sediluk's got 8 seconds as well. So there's going to be a lot of shift in order as we end the race here. The interesting thing though, the biggest gap between anyone right now is Scotty to Midget Magic of 11 seconds.
Yeah.
So everyone's pretty well bunched up. I mean, you know, 7, 8, 10 seconds, things like that aren't really huge gaps. I mean, nobody's been lapped today.
As Schnitzy.
Takes the checkered flag.
And so does Matey Boy.
Oh, no. No, he doesn't.
Oh!
His car's crashed. Is that before or after the finish line?
That was after the finish line.
That was after the finish line. That is so lucky because I just saw his car in the wall.
Yeah, that is after the finish line.
He after as I look at the map now.
He did a sociopath. He did a sociopath.
I think you're right. I think he did. I thought he'd gone just before. I was.
No, that was after. That was after the checkered flag.
Unlike sociopath who does it before.
Yeah. Right, and that is the end of France for C2. Well done to Sediluk. Great drive.
Well, considering the fact that his car's all smashed up, Matey Boy, even the game agrees with us, he's actually having a good time sitting in there. He's waving and cheering to everyone in his car that's all broken up.
But what a race that was, actually.
Yeah, that was a good race.
Sediluk in first. Yeah, so it is. Oh no, it was Schnitzy, not Sediluk, sorry.
Yeah, it was Schnitzy and
Matey Boy, 11th to 2nd. Yeah, 11th to 2nd. No penalties. Great drive.
Yeah.
But it follows as Schnitzy takes the finish. Matey Boy 2nd, Matthias 3rd, Bachman Do in 4th, Joseph in 5th, Sediluk in 6th, Dan in 7th, Scotty in 8th, Midget Magic 9th, Teabag in 10th, Bother in 11th, Jack Slater in 12th, Raphael in 13th, Saki in 14th, Kieran in 15th, Paranoid in 16th, Mayspin in 17th, Avalak in 18th, and the Highlander 19th, with J-Doy bringing up the rear. So that is it. That is France for C2.
That is.
So, me and Colin will see you in C3 here at France on Sunday at 7:30 British Standard Time. That wasn't a bad race. No, that was quite chilled.